All right, what's up, guys? A&A basketball back. We're not grandma's attic anymore. We moved out. We're in our own crib now. All right, so today we are going to be doing our award show for the NBA regular season. So, what do you guys want to start with?
I say we go. I say we start with the bench. We'll go six man of the year. I think that's how we should start.
All right, let's start. So, I got Jordan Clarkson. I think it's pretty simple. The scoring, he doesn't everything. He has nothing but score, to be honest, and that's all he needs to do. That's the perfect role for him off the bench. He executes that pretty damn well.
Yeah, I got the exact same thing. Just he's just an absolute spark plug off the bench. Comes in and he can drop buckets in a very short amount of time. Sometimes I'll have nights where he doesn't shoot so well, but when he's shooting, he's one of the best. He's one of the best six men in the league.
He's averaging 18 off
Yeah,
the
no,
bench.
he
Yeah,
started off he started off the season very, very hot, and he was putting out an insane amount of scoring. His
he
scoring
kind of
output
went
was
down though,
insane.
but he's
Mm.
still.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a cold spell, which is why I could see people saying that you could give it to someone else over him, but Jordan Clarkson's hot spell was just too lengthy, and he was doing too much, and you
Hmm.
had to give it to him.
I mean, Joe Ingles is good too, but I think it's Jordan Clarkson. I think he's set in stone for sure. All right, you guys want to go rookie now?
Yes, sir. All right, this one I feel like rookie of the year. It's one of the tighter ones. I struggled with this one for sure. It was between Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball. Obviously, Alex wants Jay Tate, but that's
I
not
got
happening.
Jay Sean Tate as my. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. I
And
wish.
I was thinking last night. I was thinking we go. Anthony Edwards. He's been solid, super hot second half of the year. And then I was thinking, who's a better rookie? And I think LaMelo Ball's a better rookie. I have him. I think it would be much clearer if he didn't miss time. But the fact that he came back from that injury and he's still doing well, I think I have to give it to LaMelo.
I got Lamelo too. It's close. It really is close. But I feel like if he rested the rest of the season, he didn't come back, I would have gave it to Edwards. But since he did come back and he's still putting up good numbers for a rookie, I gotta give it to him. He is Charlotte basketball now, and he's only a rookie.
Oh, that's a beautiful quote right there. Yeah, I would have to give it to Lamelo Ball as well, but
Diddly dee.
to give Anthony Edwards his respect a little bit, when Lamelo was out, he really started to up his game. He climbed that MVP. Sorry, not the Rookie of the Year ladder, and was number one for a while. But as soon as Lamelo came back, it's just you got to give it to him.
So I
The
think we all got
basketball he's been
Edwards
playing is great.
second. Then we all got Edwards second.
Yeah.
Who do you got for third though, Alex? I know you want that Jay
You
Tate
know who
third,
I
but
got for third. I got Jay Sean Tate third.
okay. I mean, I have to disagree with you. I got Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton's just been good. If I haven't watched much Kings basketball this year, but when I did, he was just everywhere. He was in the right spot at the right time all the time. His ugly form was going in, and he's playmaking a bit. So I gotta go with Tyrese for my third.
I would have gone with Tyrese Halliburton, but he has missed a little bit of time, and I've watched Rockets basketball a tiny, tiny bit just to see how they play. When Harden's not there, and Jason Tate the kid is nice. The kid is nice. He plays defense. He hits his shots. He can be a very productive player for Houston if they give him the ball and they let him work.
They don't give him the ball at all. That's the thing. He's only really a catch and shoot person from the corner, but the defense he plays, you can't overlook it. He's the best on ball defender rookie as of now, in my
I guess
opinion.
the one issue people can have with him is like he's kind of a tweener, so in between those two forward positions, but he plays them both very well, and he plays
And
good
and let me just
defense.
say this. Let me just say this. Don't edit it out now. In the next 3-4 years, Malachi Flynn's a top five rookie from that draft.
Okay.
I'm saying it right now. The way this man plays pick and roll defense is phenomenal. He can shoot. His playmaking is good, and that defense for his age,
Yeah, but Malachi Flynn,
passes in
he's not
five
defending a
years.
power forward or a small forward. Jay Sean
Five
Tate's
years.
big enough to defend a
He's the
power
next
forward, a
Drew
small
Holiday.
forward.
He's the
Get
next Drew
out of
Holiday.
here. That
You know
bullshit.
what? That's not even a terrible
You
take.
Raptors fans.
But Boucher is the future, though, in my opinion.
All right, are we going coach of the year now?
Sure.
I got Tibbs. Um, I've
Oh,
I gotta give it to Tibbs, man. He has made New York a juggernaut of a defensive team. What are they, like, fourth in defensive rating in the whole NBA?
Right there.
They're up there.
They
He
came
trained them
in.
really well.
He changed them for the better, for way better. It's
Mhm.
crazy. Julius Randle, he's done good. He's not even that great of a defender. He's not even that good of a defender, to be honest. But it's just as a team, the defense they play all around. It's because of him. If they had who was their coach before? Fuck, the bald guy, neckbeard. What's
David
his name?
Fisdale.
Fizdale. He was
Yep.
a horrible coach. And if they kept him, they would not be in the playoff spot, I don't think. It really is the coach that came in and helped them get into this playoff. Not even the play-in either.
I see the
Jack
point.
owes me $10, by the way.
I gotta disagree with you once more. You know, sorry, my pick is Quinn Snyder. You know, Utah Jazz. Just the way that they play basketball is just so unique. You know, they don't offensively, they're a decent team, but you know, there's not a whole lot of skill besides shooting on that team. You got Donovan Mitchell who can slash a bit, he can shoot. Gobert is kind of a liability offensively besides putbacks and, you know, rolls to the rim. But the way they play basketball is so fast and they just chuck threes. Everything is a three. You know, in transition, you know, Joe Ingles, Bogdanovich, George Niang, they're all grabbing a corner and they're getting the ball and they're firing it. And that quick pace with a lot of threes is just the future of the NBA. And I think just as a team, the way that whole front office rearranged that Jazz team to make that style work, I think he has to be coach of the year.
If the Jazz trade Rudy and go small ball, I don't know.
Oh, from
I'm
coming to
saying
the
Rockets,
Rockets, man, that
saying,
didn't work
I'm
very
just
just
well.
saying.
small ball, but
I don't know, man. That didn't work very well for you.
yeah, well,
Unfortunately, I can't give it to Quinn Snyder. I gotta give it to Monty Williams.
Oh, it's
I
another
gotta
good
give it to Monty Williams because, well, Quinn Snyder, the Jazz have been in that in between kind of like, you know, like 4, 5, 6, 7, that kind of playoff spot for like a little while now. So, you know, they're used to making the playoffs and having a little bit of success, but I would say they're overachieving this year. You know, coming into the season, they were not expecting to be as high as they were and have this good of a record. But I had to give it to Monty Williams because Suns haven't made the playoffs in forever. And everyone wants to talk about, you know, the Suns were playing so well in the bubble. And I'm not counting the bubble. That 9-0, that don't mean nothing because they didn't even make the playoffs. But now they're in the playoffs. They have a high seed. They have a real chance to actually push for potentially a championship.
I don't even know why they got invited to the bubble in the first place.
Yeah, no, they had to win. They had to go 8-0, and a bunch of guys. Well, they did go 8-0, but a lot of other guys had to lose for that to happen.
Oh,
So
did
They
I say
could have put
9-0?
so
Oh,
many
my bad.
others. They could have put so many other teams in there that actually had a chance, but they put the 0.2% team that. You know, it was stupid of me.
Adam Silver wants to create a storyline, you know. You got to make his money somehow.
and
I
you're
like
talking
that
about
we all had 3 different picks. I like that.
that was
Got to go
good.
Monty Williams, yeah.
I think we're all going to agree on this, though. The Defensive Player of the Year,
I don't
Mr.
know, man.
Gobert. You don't got Gobert?
No, I don't.
Huh?
You can say your piece first, but I
He's
disagree with.
averaging 2.7 blocks, which is a career high. I remember when Miles Turner at the start of the season was averaging like, what was it?
He's averaging more. Miles
He was
Turner's
averaging
averaging
like 3
3.1.
point something, but he's been injured. And Gobert hasn't missed any time, I don't think. And if he has, not a lot.
Yeah, if he has not a lot.
It's not that like he puts up these monsters because he does. The defensive rebounding is a part of that, and he's a monster on the glass. But it's the what word am I looking for? He does it the consistency of being that defensive anchor. You know, he's Kenyon Martin Jr.'s son. He's blocked him like 3 times in the 2 games they played. But, you know, he can man that defense at the bottom, and that's all you need from him. That's literally all his role is. He does that perfectly.
I mean,
Oh, wait,
you
wait,
know,
Pfeiffer.
all right.
Let
You
me
want to
take this
go?
one
You
because
you can go.
so the thing is, I want to give it to Ben Simmons so badly because I love the way he plays basketball, but I had to give it to Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert.
Cocky son of a bitch, Ben Simmons.
It's not that he's a great defender. Twitter is just
But
basketball.
I
Twitter is
remember
just
when he
basketball
was
Twitter.
saying that, like, last time we faced the Jazz, I had like 34, but Rudy didn't even guard him. That was the stupid thing that I found. It wasn't even Rudy that was guarding him.
So the thing is about Rudy Gobert is that, bro, people are afraid to drive in the paint when he is standing there. I've seen countless clips of people trying to drive into the paint and make a play happen, but they back up and they swing it out to the perimeter because they know they're gonna get their shot blocked by that guy. Again, you mentioned just the 2.7 blocks is a career high, and that you can't ignore that. So it's got to be him. He needs to win the Defensive Player of the Year this year.
See, very good point, right? He's a interior menace. People are terrified of going in the paint. But the same with Miles Turner. Miles Turner isn't my Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna be
He kind of
first.
plays a very similar role to a Miles Turner type. My pick is Ben Simmons, right? He can guard like 1 through 4 comfortably. And the thing with the knock on Gobert is always, you ISO him, you get a guard to switch on him. He's lost. He's lost. You have him on an island. In the playoffs, I think that they're going to
That is
expose
true.
Gobert. Whoever they play, they're going to try to get a switch out on the perimeter and try to get a talented, scoring guard out on him.
But the
I think it's
thing,
fun.
sorry,
And
go ahead.
and Ben Simmons, his anticipation with the lanes, lane steals, blocks. He's lanky, long, 6'8", 6'9". He's a big dude. He can. I think he just has to be the Defensive Player of the Year.
But the thing with Ben Simmons is, fuck, what was I trying to say? Gobert, they got I wouldn't say elite, but they got an elite kind of defensive scheme around Gobert, where they play perimeter defense with the 4 of those guys. If it's Ingles, if it's Donovan, if it's Conley, they all play it great, like around him. So they only need him to man the middle.
Mhm.
Other than Joel and Ben Simmons, there's no really elite defensive players on
Yeah.
Philly.
I mean, there is Thibault, but he doesn't
Oh,
play.
never, my bad.
Yeah, but he
There is
plays like
Matisse
10 minutes
Thybulle.
a game. He's not really on the floor with them. But yeah, I see your point, but I think it's you see guys like Jokic and Cat just drop buckets on Gobert, and it's kind of hard to put up 40 against Ben Simmons. I
But
feel like it'd be
I can't
e-
remember Ben Simmons. He's always, you see a superstar playing, and Ben Simmons is always defending, the lower tier. You don't see Ben Simmons always picking up that superstar. That's the same problem I have with Kawhi. When Harden
Mhm.
was playing, the Clippers one night, where he gave what's his face the cookout ankles, or the cookout legs of
Patrick Beverly.
Kawhi was watching it the whole time. We ended up losing that game, but Kawhi was watching it the whole time. He didn't say, "Oh, let me guard Harden." He just sat back and guarded B tier player, and I don't like that, and that's what I think Ben Simmons does.
I will say this though: those players they will pick up the most skilled player when it comes to the playoffs. So at least they'll do something. But about that Kawhi thing, so remember back in Game 1 against Dallas, Luka hit that step back jumper. Kawhi was supposed to be guarding that shot, but I'm not gonna say he let himself get switched off with Reggie Jackson, but like he could have fought over that screen a little more. I guess he didn't believe in Luka, and then drained that. And then obviously they won the series, but that's just another example of that. But I was gonna ask one more thing though. So Utah with Gobert and Philly with Simmons, who do you guys think is more equipped to beat Brooklyn?
Wait, so Philly and Utah, you're saying?
Yeah, so
Who's
who
Equipped
better
to
than
beat Brooklyn?
Because I gotta go with Philly.
I think it's Philly too. Well,
Well,
it's tough. I feel like
they're in a
Utah
different
would have to
conference
just
too.
get hot, right? I think Utah has to get hot to have success in the playoffs, right?
That's what I'm saying. If the jump shot's not falling, I don't think the game
Because that's their
work.
whole thing. They chuck up almost 43s a game, and if some of them aren't falling, like I've had, Bogdanovich in fantasy, and sometimes I'll look, he's 2 for
Oh, Lord,
10,
that guy's a
3 for
stinker.
11, but some games, he puts up
Didn't he
like
have a 49-point game
yeah,
a week ago?
Mhm.
That
But
was crazy.
it's just that inconsistency, and if that inconsistency goes through the team, if it hits Joe, if it hits Jordan Clarkson, they're screwed. But with Philly, you have a more you got Ben Simmons. Obviously, he's not a super offensive guy, but he'll give you 20 points and a few assists. But Joel's
Nah,
there.
20
Who,
points is a stretch. He's mad inconsistent
Bro,
when it comes to
his
scoring.
problem, the guy just won't shoot the ball. It's not that I
'Cause
want him to shoot
he can't shoot
threes.
the
'Cause he
ball.
can't.
No, not shoot threes. This guy will not take.
Yeah, he's
dominate the
too
paint
assist
every
heavy.
time.
I mean, he gets little guards and he just wants to look for an open look. He needs
Doc doesn't have him involved in the offense at all either.
it's just the Joel show.
It is.
What is it?
Joel Show's a pretty entertaining show. I'll
It
give him that.
is. But the thing is, you look at Joel, it's the same thing with Gobert. Joel's a amazing interior defender, but you switch him off in the perimeter, he'll get lost. And I feel like you have more people on Utah that could guard KD, Kyrie, Harden, because all of those are perimeter centric. All of them could break you down and pull up in front of you. You don't have that in thing. I don't really think any of them are beating the Nets, to be honest.
Mm.
I think Nets are winning the title.
Yeah.
One thing.
Just
about
another thing on the
Utah
whole
is that-
on the Nets. I was watching a bit of they played the Bulls today. It's May 15th today. They played the Bulls. And just to start the game, they looked completely lost. Like the Bulls started out, it was like 12-0. And if that happens in the playoffs against a team better than Chicago, I mean, it's only one game, but that can't happen consistently. Like they would just dribble around a bit, they would pass the ball around, do nothing with it, and then there's 4 seconds left on the shot clock. They give KD a contested jumper and it doesn't go in, and then the Bulls go down, and they're Kyrie and KD, they're not the best defensive players, and Thad Young was just torching Kyrie. I don't know how that matchup was happening, but he would just get him in the post and he just put up a bunch of points in the first quarter that way. Obviously, Brooklyn came back and won because they're Brooklyn, but
Yeah, I think
against a better
Chicago
defensive
wanted to
team-
lose, to be honest.
Yeah,
A
well,
little
they're
bit.
already
Aren't they? Are they even in playoff? I don't think they're in playoffs anymore.
Nah, they got
Because
eliminated.
So
Washington
why
won
would
last
you even?
night.
Why would you even want to win? To be honest. Same
Here's
thing
one
with the
thing I'll say about
Raptors.
those. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No,
But here's one thing I'll say about this perimeter center teams like Utah and Brooklyn. I feel like if that jump shot isn't falling, I could okay, especially for Utah. I feel like in one of their series, their jump shot is not going to be falling, and Quinn Snyder's going to change something in the game plan and it's gonna mess them up. Because they've been playing one way the entire season. They haven't switched.
I don't think Utah's making it to the finals, or not
Yeah.
even the Western Conference Finals.
More on this, though. More on this. We got a playoff preview coming up, so let's stick to the awards. Let's stick to the awards.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say this. It's like Utah is like, I wouldn't say the advanced Rockets, but they're like the Rockets, where it's all
Mhm.
threes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we saw the
They're
breaks my
basically
heart, but we saw the Rockets choke 27 consecutive 3-pointers. They were just building the house.
Mhm.
I mean, I renovate units. They were building houses.
Who you
It
guys
was
got
it was unbelievable.
Who you guys got for most improved? I think I know who Alex
I'll
has
go
here.
last.
Dude, he's already gonna be on his food. You go first. Right,
All right, I got Julius Randle. I think he just improved a lot. His situation didn't get necessarily better. He was on the team last year. He didn't really do anything, but this year he became an all-star. He was very, very good this year. Like tonight or today, I'm pretty sure he was close or did get a triple-double. He had a triple-double last night. 30.
He's a good playmaker. He's a really good playmaker.
Mid-30s points, or high 20s, and he's just out there creating. He can shoot the three. He can shoot the pull-up midi. He's a big guy. He can get into the paint, and I just think his skills improved the most. And stats-wise, I'm sure he improved the most a lot. But just
His
skill-wise,
three-point shot. My bad, Nathan. His
Yes,
three-point
keep going.
shot increased by 13%, which is
nuts.
crazy. I'm not gonna. He's good, but I got Christian Wood as my most improved. Nathan, remember I was playing Dead by Daylight. I don't know what you were playing, but you said we were talking about hot takes in basketball, and you said Jeremy Grant didn't improve. He just got put in a better situation.
That's what I said.
Julius Randle is without doubt the first option on that team, right?
But he was
Chris-
last year, right? So
Christian Wood is the second option behind John Wall that wants to take all these wild shots. I love you, John, but we got to ease up. I don't want another torn Achilles
Use
here,
up on
right?
them pull-up shots.
Christian Wood, the point differential, I got it here. There was a 4 different point differential for Julius Randle. He got like 19 before, or 21 or something, and now he's averaging like 25. Christian Wood was an 8-point differential. So he's averaging 21, and he goes like, what, 13? Yeah, he was scoring 13, now he's averaging 21. And most of that point differential went up because what's his name was out for Detroit last year, Blake Griffin. So they just got the ball to Christian Wood, and people really saw what he could do. He's worth way more money than we're paying him. I love that.
And let me just say this. This is a fat L for Detroit. The fact they didn't even offer him a contract is ridiculous. ridiculous. And then Houston goes and picks him up for a bargain. That's an L for Detroit. All right,
Which is
carry
so
on,
crazy
carry
because he was playing so well at the end of this last season.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why. He was like, they didn't have anyone else to give the ball to, so they gave it to him, and he showed mad progression.
Mhm.
But Julius Randle dropped in field goal percentage all around, or 2 field goal percentage, sorry, like 2s. Christian Wood went up. Julius Randle took, I think, 4 more shots, or 5 more shots than Christian Wood. And Christian Wood averaged a whole block more. Christian Wood's better defensively. It's just the people around him aren't really great defensively. Like John Wall, he's old. He's still fast, but he's not what he used to be. You know.
Phil Olynyk isn't exactly a great defensive player.
No, he's not. We
I
got
mean, Larry Bird.
at the end of the season. Larry Bird. Yeah, I got Christian Wood. I feel like if he was in a better situation with I don't know what happened. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what happened to the Rockets. I think when we traded Harden, everyone just got depressed and just gained no confidence in themselves, and that's a big problem. I think if we did have Harden, that pick and roll with him, with Christian Wood and Harden, we saw it with Capella. Capella
Mhm.
couldn't shoot a lick of a 3. Christian Wood, who's a near 40% 3-point shooter, that would be a lethal pick and roll. Christian, I
Deadly.
feel like he would average over 25. I think he's most improved. Aiden, take it away, my friend.
Well, unfortunately, Christian Wood is number 2 on mine. I have to give it to Julius Randle as well.
I'm not mad.
I'm not saying he doesn't single-handedly do it. It was a very collaborative effort, but he played a big part in bringing back Knicks basketball. The Knicks are back in the playoff. I believe they clinched yesterday,
Yeah,
right?
the lowest they can go is 6. The highest they can go is the 4 seed,
Yeah. So
depending on Miami and Atlanta's next 2 games. Because tomorrow's
Can I
the
just
last day of the
say
season.
we had the most players in the whole NBA start for us. Like we had, I think, 32 total players on our team.
Yeah, same
29
with
or 32, one of them. It was high, and the team chemistry gets tossed off. No excuse for a shit season though.
No, but yeah, I gotta give it to Julius Randle though. The way Tom Thibodeau really came in and also changed the way that they play, that they prioritize defense. A lot of the players really adapted to that well, and Julius Randle is phenomenal in that game plan. He gets his shots like effortlessly sometimes. Sometimes you see him running down the court, you'll just say, forget it. Let me just go step back mid range this time. Boom, it's dropping most of the time. Obviously, as numbers have gone up. About the field goal percentage dip, yeah, but he's obviously the first option taking most of the shots. You could say that for Christian Wood as well, but
and there's only a 3-point difference between Christian Wood and and he's taken 5 more shots.
Mm-hmm. And let me just say something about Jeremy Grant. 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in,
horrible at the end of the season.
He might have been most improved, but he fell off at the end of the year, and also, like we were saying before, I don't know how much better he got, but I tell you what, he averaged 9 shots a game last year. He averaged 17 this year. Your numbers are bound to go up when you're taking an extra, that many shots. So I don't think Jeremy Grant was, by the end of the year, I don't think he's in consideration at all.
I think it's the 2-person race, definitely between Julius and Christian.
And also, Chris Boucher was there for a bit, but I think he's third, but a clear third.
He's always been solid. The Raptors just really didn't give him minutes before.
Yeah.
I pretty much said everything I was going to say about Randle, but another thing about Jeremy Grant is, when I saw him go to Detroit this season, I was baffled. I don't know why he would do that, but I guess I thought he might have been doing it to try to raise his stock a little bit. So, teams see that he's, can be a 20-point per game scorer.
I think he just wanted this. I think he just wanted to get shots up. I really think he knew he was going to be the first option if he went there. And so I think he just wanted to get shots up. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe he'll think that teams will notice that and maybe give him a hefty bag, but I don't know. We'll see.
All right. MVP. I think it's unanimous. The splendid Serbian hooker.
Oh, yeah.
Nikola Jokic. Yeah, I got Jokic.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I got Jokic as well.
I think past Jokic, it gets a little bit more interesting. Like I think Jokic is the guy, just the numbers he's putting up are
Yeah,
ridiculous. But past Jokic, I think it does get interesting, right? Because Giannis had another great season, but I think he won't be anywhere near, the top three because of voter fatigue. Like you can't give him three MVPs in a row. And same with Defensive Player of the Year. I think he
shouldn't
was
even have two
overlooked for that.
MVPs, so never mind one.
I think he was overlooked for DPOI. He was like low on the ladder as well. He's still a great defensive player. But past Jokic, I think you throw Joel 2, and I think I got Curry 3. I think those are my top 3. The way Curry's been playing this year, these are like almost better numbers. I think they might be better numbers than the unanimous MVP season. So I think Joel 2, Curry 3. Those are my top 3.
All right, here we
Alex,
go.
before we get into yours, what's your top three?
For MVP,
Yeah, after Jokic, who do you have?
I got Joel, and it really is a turn up. But okay, I'm gonna say this first.
Is it yours between Curry and Giannis though? Is that
No.
the thing?
Curry's not top
Yeah,
three.
he doesn't like.
It's not that. It's because everyone was making it a huge deal that Curry was got 30 in a month when Harden did it for like 35 games, consecutive streak of 30. Curry had no one to help him.
To give the ball to, yeah.
But they're what are they? The 10th seed or the 9th seed?
Uh,
The nine.
one of those.
How does
one
that
of
get
those-
you an MVP or even top
Oh, it
5?
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Um,
If I'm taking Westbrook over Curry for my
I see
MVP,
that. I
Okay,
see that.
well,
But the beginning of his season was bad. He said it was because of injury, and I can't say he's wrong because I'm not him. But he had a bad start to the season.
he
That's my knock on Westbrook. If we're looking the past month or
he
two,
did.
Westbrook's
But
definitely there.
you look at the numbers now, and that's major numbers for an all-around season. Never mind he had a slow season. If he had a good season still, those numbers would be inflated even more. But he had a bad start to the season, and the fact that he's averaging another triple-double, right?
Uh,
very.
so.
I
If
know he's
not, it's
averaging
very close.
double-digit assists. I don't know if he's got the rebounds.
He is 22 points, 11.8 assists, and 11 and a half rebounds.
That's crazy.
Another triple double.
Jesus
That's
Lord.
4 triple-doubles he's averaged in a year. You just
Yeah, that's nuts.
The
Yeah,
thing
it's a
about
fourth
Westbrook is that
time. That's crazy.
what he does
just
for
don't-
that team.
Oh no, my bad.
What he does for that team, the leadership he brings, all of that, it's great. Bradley Beal, when Bradley Beal was injured for that short period of time, he came back. He was struggling a little bit. Westbrook turned up. That's when the triple double started raining in. He's great. And I'm not just a Houston fanboy because this guy said 1 year in depth. I was kind of mad about that. You know what's interesting? If Harden left but Westbrook stayed, that would be interesting.
In Westbrook, Christian Wood, no John Wall though. John Wall would still be in Washington.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, John Wall's an old man.
I love him.
So what's your roster now? It's Westbrook. Who's at the 2? You got Wood at the 5. Is Kelly still on that team?
I don't think Kelly's still on that team.
Oh, do you guys think you would have made the Victor Oladipo trade?
No, I don't think we would have made
Oladipo
it.
might be out for next year. You see that? That's so tough, dude.
Yeah, who won that trade now?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Bro should have taken that contract. Oh my lord.
Yeah, I didn't like Oladipo when he was on Houston. The thing that got to me is he said like, "Oh, everyone gave up on me," but he got 2 max contract extension offers, one from Indiana, one from Houston.
he just wants to go to
Giving up on
Miami.
you.
I
Yeah,
don't know why he wanted Miami so specifically, so badly. Like it didn't make sense to me.
but anyways, on Westbrook and Curry, they have the same seed. The Washington is the 9th seed, right?
I think so.
Yeah, they got the same seed, and just what Westbrook does, I feel like he does all around more than Curry. He rebounds
What's your
better.
name? They might have the 10th. Do they?
Yeah, Golden State's got the 8 seed, and Wizards got the 10 seed.
Oh no, Wizards are 9 now. Wizards are 9 now.
Oh yeah.
They
I'm
have the
just looking
same
at
record
Basketball
as
Reference right
Indiana.
now.
Yeah, he's a better leader than Curry, better rebounder, better assist. He just, other than scoring, he's better than him. And I think he took a team like Washington, who did have another star, but that star missed some time. And when that star did miss time, he was playing at an MVP level. So I got him either 4, maybe you could put Giannis in 3. I hate Giannis, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, he took some MVPs from Harden. I mean, he deserved at least one of them.
You can even
least
argue
one.
LeBron
Last year.
deserved last year's over him, but people are just Jewish.
Oh,
And another
Lord.
point that I saw today on Instagram is
Are we gonna
Luca.
have to bleep that one out?
No, but
We're
Luca's
not getting monetized anymore.
Like Luca's putting up 28, 8, and 8.
What seed are the Mavericks in?
I don't even know.
I'll check. I got you.
Are they like the 5th, 4th seed?
No.
5th seed, but they haven't clinched. They've only clinched division, which I don't think that's not the same as clinching.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird
this
because
is
he's got really good numbers, but he doesn't seem to be on anyone's list, which is just weird. I don't.
I'll
I
put
don't
Jokic, Joel, you would see the Giannis of the 3rd seed in the East, right?
Yeah, they're a game behind Brooklyn.
I'll go Giannis, then Luca, then Westbrook.
That's fair, Aiden. Let's hear from you, buddy.
I just want to say this quick thing about Westbrook just before I forget it. It gets out of my head. Another thing I just want to praise about him. Yo, this guy. Have you guys seen any Wizards games this year?
Very few, but
I've
yeah.
watched a couple.
Yo, the way he plays with those young players is so phenomenal to watch. This is why, so when you were talking about him being on Houston, it just had me thinking, so Denny Avdia, I love the guy, he's great.
Oh
but,
God, here we
He
go.
was huge.
But
I remember the
they're-
beginning of the year.
Bro,
that
they're
was
trying to
his
turn him into a spot-up shooter, man. They're not letting Denny thrive. So it's because of Westbrook why his numbers have slightly gone up a little bit, and he's played a little better. Obviously, he had that injury. He had that injury, and now I don't know if he's playing anymore. But Westbrook's telling shoot the ball, bro, do this, do that, and just love Westbrook for that one. Anyway, so yeah,
Well,
I
let me
think our
see.
MVP.
So even when Westbrook is having a poor shooting night, he's still getting teammates involved. He's still manning the offense. He's still impacting the game. If Curry's shooting bad, what is he doing?
6 assists. Not
He's not really-
as good as Westbrook, but he definitely loses of his impact when he's not shooting great. But this year, as a whole, he's been shooting ridiculous. He's just been
Yeah,
shooting
he is. I'm not gonna lie.
Which is the thing that bothers me about voter fatigue is that. So I understand Giannis not getting it this year, but I don't think Westbrook could ever win another MVP unless he averages 20 assists and 20 points and 10 rebounds.
And I was looking at that Westbrook MVP year, and
It's
the
even
numbers-
arguable if he should have got it over Harden.
like the 2016-17 season, 31.5 points. Jesus, 5 turnovers. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. 10 assists and 11 rebounds. Like that's nuts. On pretty decent efficiency too. Yeah, it's
Look
crazy.
at Harden's numbers there, and we'll see who should have won the MVP. We'll make a 3-man decision. Because a lot of people say Harden should have. A lot of people do say.
17, Harden
Wait,
put up
they say Harden should
29.
have won
Yeah, well, the 16-17 season, Harden put up 29, 11 assists, 8 rebounds on that much better efficiency field goal percentage. His
And
efficiency
Houston
in
had a
general,
better seed. I mean, they were like the 6th seed, right?
couldn't tell you. I don't know.
Yeah, OKC was like the 6th or 5th seed, and Westbrook won that MVP. And I think that's like the worst seed for an MVP. And that was even crazy. And now Curry, the 8th seed, maybe even the 9th, that's just a joke.
Can't give it to someone who's below 500. But as far as my MVP ladder goes, it's pretty much the same. Jokic, Embiid, and then I would probably put Giannis at the 3. He's having an outstanding season as well. But obviously it's gonna get a little overshadowed. A, they play in a small market, and B, people are just gonna say, oh, he does this all the time now. It's not new to anybody anymore,
Mhm.
So that
That is
triple
very
double
true.
thing when Westbrook is doing it, they're like, this is so flashy. We like this. But now that he's just been doing it, they're like, you don't care no more.
If there wasn't voters fatigue, he would have won 3 MVPs because he averaged 3
Holy
triple
smokes, for
doubles.
sure.
Now that they got the other one, everyone's like, that was cool. But, once you keep doing something, the expectations grow higher. They don't overlook what you've done, or they do overlook what you've done. All right. Anything you guys want to touch on?
Just stay tuned. We got a playoff preview coming up. That'll be the next episode. Playoffs start soon. Soon tomorrow's the last day of the regular season, and yeah, just stay tuned for that one.
Yeah. All right. This is ANA basketball. We moved out. We're our men now. We
We're
will
our own men
catch you
now.
later. Deuces.
Yeah.